yesterday's chains, like shadows bind. Release from yesterday's chains, we hope to find. He paints the dawn with cleansing light, a new beginning shining bright. He whispers, let go, in loving tone, where burdened souls are made His own. He breaks the hold of what's been done and sets us free beneath the sun. Christ walked the earth, a freedom's plea, released from yesterday's chains for you and me. He faced the weight of all our past and made our burdens fade at last. He bore the cross to break our hold and make our futures brave and bold. He rose again, a freedom's call, and sets us free from every thrall. The Spirit's breath, a gentle breeze, released from yesterday's chains, brings inner ease. He fans the flame within our soul and makes us whole, and makes us whole. He guides our steps to paths of grace and fills our hearts with holy space. He comforts us in times of pain and makes us new to rise again. With this release from yesterday's chains, a gentle power brings inner peace in every hour. It brings new strength to those who fall and makes us hear His loving call. It calms our fears in troubled hours and fills our lives with where stagnant pools and spirits sleep, awakening stream begins to gently creep. He paints the dawn with flowing light, a stirring current shining bright. He whispers, rise, in loving tone, where dormant hearts are made His own. He stirs the depths with gentle hand and leads us forth to fertile land. Christ walked the earth, a living spring, awakened stream, new life to bring. He stirred the soul with living word and made our hearts with hope He stirred. He bore the cross to break our sleep and make our spirits truly leap. He rose again, a stream so clear, and filled our souls to banish fear. The Spirit's breath, a flowing tide, a waking stream where truths reside. He fans the flame within our soul and makes us whole, and makes us whole. He guides our steps to paths of change and fills our hearts with vibrant range. He comforts us in times of rest and calls us forth to what is best. This awakening stream, a gentle power, brings inner peace in every hour. It brings new strength to those who fall and makes us hear His loving call. It calms our fears in troubled hours and fills our lives with fragrant flowers. It mends the broken, lifts the frail, and whispers truth that will not fail. We lift our hearts in thankful praise, awaken stream through all our days. Weakest faith, His name we call, His stirring love embraces all. We bow our heads in adoration for God's great gift of our salvation. We raise our voices in joyful plea. Awakening stream sets our spirits free. With awakening stream, where shadows grow and spirits stray, gather in flame ignites to light the way. He paints the dawn with warming glow, a sense of belonging starts to flow. He whispers join in loving tone, where isolated hearts are made His own. He gathers us with gentle art and makes us one, a brand new start. Christ walked the earth, a light so near, gathering flame dispels all doubt and fear. He knew the pain of being apart and brought us close within His heart. He bore the cross to break our walls and answer love's uniting calls. He rose again, a flame so bright, and filled our souls with saving light. The Spirit's breath, a warming fire, gathering flame lifts us ever higher. He fans the flame within our soul and makes us whole, and makes us whole. He guides our steps to paths of grace and A gentle power brings inner peace. In every hour it brings new strength to those who fall, and makes us hear His loving call. It calms our fears in troubled hours, and fills our lives with fragrant flowers. It mends the broken, lifts the frail, and whispers truths that will not fail. We lift our hearts in thankful praise, gathering flame we sing through all our days. We seek His face, His name we call, His joining love and grace is all. We bow our heads in adoration for God's great gift of our salvation. We raise our voices in joyful plea, gathering flame sets our spirits free. With gathering flame, our souls take flight. Gathering flame brings eternal light. We find our strength in holy grace. Where shattered pieces lie scattered low, sculpted from the broken stone, a beauty grows. He paints the dawn with patient hand, a masterpiece across the land. He whispers mold in loving tone, where fractured spirits are made His own. He shapes our lives with gentle art, and gives us purpose from the start. Christ walked the earth, a sculptor's grace, sculpted from the broken stone in every place. He knew the flaws within our frame, and called us forth by a holy name. He bore the cross to break our chains, and made us new where love remains. He rose again, a stone refined, and filled our souls with peace of mind. The Spirit's breath, a chisel's guide, sculpted from the broken stone where truth resides. He fans the flame within our soul, and makes us whole, and makes us whole. He guides our steps to paths of change, and fills our hearts with vibrant rage. He comforts us in times of doubt, and shows us what to bring about. Is sculpted from the broken stone, a gentle power brings inner peace in every hour. It brings new strength to those who fall, and makes us hear His loving call. It calms our fears in troubled hours, and fills our lives with fragrant flowers, and mends the broken, lifts the frail, and whispers truth that will not fail. We lift our hearts in thankful praise, sculpted from the broken stone through all our days. We seek His face, His name flight. Where restless waves of worry crash, serene anchors hold, brings gentle flash. He paints the dawn with calming hue, a steady peace forever true. He whispers still in loving tone, where troubled minds are made his own. He sets our anchor deep and fast, and brings us calm that's meant to last. Christ walked the earth, a peace profound, stirring anchors hold where peace is found. He stilled the storm with gentle word, and showed us calm that we had heard. He bore the cross to break our fear, and brought us peace forever near. He rose again, an anchor bright, and filled our souls with saving light. The Spirit's breath, a gentle tide, serene anchors hold where truths reside. He fans the flame within our soul, and makes us whole, and makes us whole. He guides our steps to paths of rest, and fills our hearts with what is best. He comforts us in times of stress, and gives us peace and blessedness. Stirring anchors hold, a gentle power brings inner peace in every hour. It brings new strength to those who fall, and makes us hear His loving call. It calms our fears in troubled hours, and fills our lives with fragrant flowers. It mends the broken, lifts the frail, and whispers truths that will not fail. We lift our hearts in thankful praise, serene anchors hold through all our days. We seek His face, His name we call, His peaceful home. Where earthly chains and limits bind, unbound by heaven's key, new path we find. He paints the dawn with boundless light, a freedom's journey takes its flight. He whispers rise in love and tone, where captive spirits are made His own. unlocks doors with gentle might and leads us forth to endless light. Christ walked the earth, a freedom sign, unbound by heaven's key, a love divine. He broke the chains of death's dark hold and made our spirits brave and bold. He bore the cross to set us free and give us wings eternally. He rose again, a key so bright, and filled our souls with saving light. The Spirit's breath, a freeing wind, unbound by heaven's key, where truths we find. He fans the flame within our soul and makes us whole, and makes us whole. He guides our steps to paths untold and fills our hearts with stories bold. He comforts us in times of fear and sets us free and holds us near. This unbound by heaven's key, a gentle power brings inner peace in every hour. It brings new strength to those who fall and makes us hear His loving call. It calms our fears in troubled hours and fills our lives with fragrant flowers. Where bitter walls and hurt remain, bridge of forgiven tears will ease the pain. He paints the dawn with gentle light, a path to healing shining bright. He whispers forgive in loving tone, where wounded hearts are made His own. He builds a bridge with tender grace and fills the void with holy space. Christ walked the earth, a love so grand, bridge of forgiven tears across the land. He bore the weight of all our sin and showed us how to love again. He bore the cross to break our strife and brought us our steps to paths of grace, and fills our hearts with holy space. He comforts us in times of need, and plants a love, a living seed. This bridge of forgiven tears, a gentle power, brings inner peace in every hour. It brings new strength to those who fall, and makes us hear His loving call. It calms our fears and troubled hours, and fills our lives with fragrant flowers. He mends the broken, lifts the frail, and whispers truth that where shadows cling, imps the least bind, redemption's rising tide, a hope we find. He paints the dawn with cleansing wave, a second chance, our souls to save. He whispers, rise, in loving tone, where broken spirits are made His own. He washes clean with gentle flow, and plants new seeds where hope can grow. Christ walked the earth, a tide so free, redemption's rising tide for you and me. He faced the depths of all our shame, and called us forth by holy name. He bore the cross to break our chains and wash away our guilty stains. He rose again, the tide so bright, and filled our souls with saving light. The Spirit's breath, a cleansing flood, redemption's rising tide, where grace has stood. He fans the flame within our soul, and makes us whole, and makes us whole. He guides our steps to paths of change, and fills our hearts with vibrant range. He comforts us in times of pain, and makes us new to rise again. This redemption's rising tide, a gentle power, brings inner peace in every hour. It brings new strength to those those who fall and makes us hear His loving call. It calms our fears. Where paths are lost and winds may blow, found within the wildest storm, a light will show. He paints the dawn with guiding beam, a gentle hand to chase the dream. He whispers come in loving tone, where wandering hearts are made His own. He finds us there in darkest night and leads us home to saving light. Christ walked the earth, a shepherd's call, found within the wildest storm for one and all. He sought the lost with tender care and brought them home beyond compare. He bore the cross to break our chains and set us free from earthly pains. He rose again, a beacon bright. It filled our souls with saving light. The Spirit's breath, a gentle guide, found within the wildest storm where truths abide. He fans the flame within our soul and makes us whole, and makes us whole. He guides our steps to paths of grace and fills our hearts with holy space. He comforts us in times of fear and draws us close and holds us near. This found within the wildest storm, a gentle power brings inner peace in every hour. It brings new strength to those who fall, and makes us hear His loving call. It calms our fears in troubled hours and fills our lives with fragrant flowers. It lets the broken will not angry heart that's finding where burdens weigh and spirits bend, shoulders for the heavy load, a faithful friend. He paints the dawn with gentle hand, a strength to rise across the land. He whispers share in loving tone, where weary hearts are made His own. He lifts the weight with tender might and makes our burdens feel so light. Christ walked the earth, a burden shared, shoulders for the heavy load beyond compare. He bore the cross with loving grace and took our sorrows in their place. He bore our sins to break our chains and ease our hearts from earthly pains. He rose again, a strength so true, and carries us forever through. The Spirit's breath, a gentle lift, shoulders for the heavy load, a precious gift. He fans the flame within our soul and makes us whole, and makes us whole. He guides our steps to paths of ease and fills our hearts with free release. He comforts us in times of need and plants the strength, a living seed. These shoulders for the heavy load, a gentle power brings inner peace in every hour. It brings new strength to those who fall and makes us hear His loving call. It calms our fears in troubled hours and fills our lives with fragrant flowers. It mends the broken, lifts the frail, and whispers truth that will not fail. We lift our hearts in thankful praise, shoulders for the heavy load through all our days. We seek His face, His name we call, His bearing love embraces all. We bow our heads in adoration for God's great gift of our salvation. Where fear takes hold and shadows creep, courage in the whispering wind, secrets keep. He paints the dawn with steady hand, a strength to rise across the land. He whispers dare in loving tone, where trembling hearts are made His own. He breathes new strength with gentle might and leads us forth to fearless light. Christ walked the earth, a courage bold, in the whispering wind, stories told. He faced the storm with steadfast gaze and showed us how to walk His ways. He bore the cross to break our dread